You know, you ask me if I ask questions that hurt. Well, you know, there are questions that you ask me that kind of hurt and make me think. But
You said hurt. Have I asked you questions that have hurt you?
you see, you ask it so pleasantly, and you're sort of on my side, and that's what
Yes.
I try to do in interviews, so that I don't mind it. So much of it is the attitude.
Yeah.
You know how hard that must be for people to just sort of come up and say, hello.
Some people are more shy than others. You don't seem to be having too much difficulty.
One of the things that interests me is that you find new areas of expression.
Yes.
The writing, the producing, the dancing, the singing, the poetry, the words, and so on.
Okay, it's very heavy, but I want to ask you what I'm doing for myself that's a good idea.
At late age, the breast comes down, and the pectoralis muscle supports
We really want to
it.
continue with this conversation.
Supports it.
What will it take, Senator, for you to say yes?
I think we have a new opportunities for peace and stability
I
and
know
security.
this.
Well,
I just got to get you to the place where somehow we will hear, this could change my mind, or I'll never change my mind. Women call each other up. This is the worst. If you want to hear, have you heard this before? Right. And then you unburden, the zipper comes right open. Oh, my heart and soul. And I can't stand this anymore. And I never could do that. And I don't know what to do with my mother-in-law, and so on.
Are you married?
My husband died.
You did. Were you like this when he was alive?
Of course not. At the beginning, I was a schmageggy, just like that. You were.
Is it normal for kids not to listen to their parents?
Now think about the answer. Suppose I say, no, it's not normal. And both kids and parents are going to be freaked out.
True.
So we're better off to say, yes, it's normal, because the fact is it is normal. It's how we always are.
Why are we like that?
Well, part of it is a power struggle. You see, in your years of growing up, you got to find your own muscles, and one of the ways you do is in the safest environment. If I yell at my mother, will she throw me out of the house? No, she'll yell back, we'll have a fuss, but I know it's okay here. So I sort of practice on you till I get to the place where it really counts to see if I can manage it. But I think there are some other reasons now more than ever. Generations are more out of sync now than they ever were before.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Yes.
it really is. Because the world moves so fast that what was good when I was a kid, when you were a kid, is really not anymore. So we look back on kid times, but our kid time and their kid time is
very
utterly
different. Yeah.
So they say, you don't understand. And in a funny way, we really don't. Then there are other problems. Parents are still feeling, oh, my power is going. These kids are getting bigger. They could even hit me back. You see, so that I feel, as a parent, I have to do more. I have to insist on my right. Do you realize I am your parent? While I watch the power slowly fade away.
Because they don't buy that. They really
And we
don't.
know it.
Yeah.
So there is more of a struggle often than there needs to be because everybody has another agenda. Kids are saying, I want to see if I'm strong. Parents are saying, am I losing all my power? So we don't get to the next place, which is to negotiate. You know, when you talk about communicating, people start thinking in terms of, yes, you're interacting with your family or children or a spouse or, you know, trying to get along with your boss or workers. And one of the things we forget about is how hard it is to talk to a stranger.
Communications expert Sonya Hamlin joins us.
Communications expert Sonya Hamlin joins me now to shed some light on that subject.
You are a very interesting woman, and your book is fascinating, and thanks for coming in.
Sonya, how do you think the jury will look at this?
This is asking for a kind of attention span that they simply won't have.
Let's ask the expert. Look who's come in to talk to us, body language expert Sonya Hamlin.
You know, the tall thing really counts. When you're a little kid, you look up at your father, the boss, the superintendent of schools, and when they first met, Kerry had to look down at him and Bush looked up. You see right there? See that? And he looks paternal. That moment was a moment.
Sonya Hamlin, thanks so much for joining us.